Hi Year 6, I'm here to do your scarf lesson this week. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a rewind and we're going to have a little think about the lesson you had last week with Mrs. O'Riordan. So we had a talk about why we should think before we click. Okay, and I'm going to give you a few moments to have a think about what you talked about with Mrs. O'Riordan last week about thinking before we click. Why is that really, really important? You can pause the video here if you want to, and you can have a little think about that. Our what for this week is to identify the risks and benefits of technology. How are we going to do that? By working together and communicating. Why? So that we can understand how to stay safe online. That is really, really important. Okay, so what we would like you to do is play the Purple Mash 2D1Y 3D online game. You all have your Purple Mash logins, so you can find that game and you can play it. Okay, you can pause the video here and we can talk about it when you've had a play. So hopefully you've played the game now and we can have a little recap by looking at this grid here of our risks and our safety features when we are online, those things to look out for. Hopefully now you've played the game, we will have a little bit more of an idea. So we know that if something has an age rating certificate, like this symbol here, the 18, we know that at the moment we are too young to either watch or play that. Okay, and 18 means content for 18-year-olds and over. Okay, and obviously if it's a U, that's universal, which means the content within that video, that film, that game is suitable for everybody to be watching. So there won't be any violence, anything drug related, for everybody to be able to watch. So spoof websites, that's another thing we need to look out for and is a risk when we're online. We all know about fake news. And why is it a risk? Because it's not real. Yeah, so we can't pay any attention to anything like that. Secure websites, as we see on our safety features side, we are good to go, because if it's secure, then all the information and anything that you go online on that website is going to be secure and your details will be safe. So also a computer virus as well is a risk, isn't it? If we have a computer virus on our computer, that means someone is hacking in, or somebody could get access to any information that you put on your laptop, computer, iPad device. Okay, and a safety feature, of course, teachers. Teachers are always someone you can trust to talk to, and anything you tell any teacher will always be kept confidential. So we are going to talk about what is a digital footprint. Okay, now here are two websites, okay, Purple Mash and another one talking about digital footprints that would be a really good thing for you to have a look at. Okay? It talks about what a digital footprint is, why we have to have one, why it's important, and some examples of how we use our digital footprint. Have a little look at those, have a little read, pause the video here, and then we'll get back to it. So, a digital footprint. Is a digital footprint a bad thing? Now, who thinks it is? Who thinks it isn't? Now, no. We know that when we go online, whatever we do online can get further and further and further and further across the internet. Okay, so even though there are risks, it isn't always a bad thing. Okay, so we are online so much nowadays. Okay, and you will be using the internet from, you probably have been using it since you were a lot younger than you are now, and you will continue to use it as you get older. Okay, so your presence online gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's important to keep control of your own digital footprint, as it reflects how others see you. Okay, a lot of jobs, much recruitment is now done via social networking platforms such as LinkedIn, and therefore your future could depend on maintaining a good image of yourself online, not just if your ambitions are to be a YouTube star. Okay, so anything you do online just can get carried further and further and further across the World Wide Web. Okay. What is your digital footprint like? What do you think your digital footprint might be like? Okay, now at this point, you can go and find an adult and have a little chat. What is your digital footprint like? How might your digital footprint be a little bit different to an adult in your house or a sibling? Okay, what might they do differently online that creates a bigger digital footprint than what you might do? Have a little discussion, pause the video and find someone to have this discussion with. Right. So think about what internet you've used already today. Have a little note. See how far that could have spread. Okay. Maybe you sent someone a message. Maybe you sent someone a picture. Okay. That picture, what if they send that picture to someone who sends it to someone else, who sends it to someone else, who sends it to someone else? Okay. It really, really is very, very easy to get yourself spread and that digital footprint spread across the web. Okay, so it is really important that we stay very safe online and we think about this all of the time. Okay, so have a little think about those things so we can get ready for the next lesson, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.